Hello everyone, let's see if anyone can connect live. Right. Gonna wait a couple minutes for everyone to connect. Right, I think I'm just gonna make a start. So anyone who will join me later, you can always rewatch it on my wall. I think I'm not too much in the sun, so I can see the screen. However, maybe I can make it better. No, that's fine. Okay, so the 7 things that I'm gonna cover today about Facebook marketing. One being profile, the difference between profile, Facebook page, Facebook group, what are they for and how to use them, and how to specifically use them for promoting your business. The other thing is how to create content. Content is more than just a text and image, and there are different types of content that you can actually do, which is text, images, lives, stories, and for example, like this live and an event. Or another type of content is also live rooms, which is either audio or video or both. You will find out also about algorithm, which is basically about how to improve how the algorithm works, what it is, how to use it to your advantage, and how not to use it as well, or how what not to do to not hurt your algorithm as well. Another thing will be audience building, and the last point I will cover do's and don'ts. So let's make a start. If you will have any questions, probably better if you will just send it, just comment on the video, and I will try to answer after I finish covering the topic. So the first thing is obviously anyone who is already in here must have a Facebook profile. Facebook profile is just literally your persona, your digital persona, which can be used for business, which I highly recommend for organic marketing. Facebook page is you need to have a Facebook profile in order to create Facebook page. Facebook page can also be called business page or a fan page, like a community page, etc. So that you will use for business, and you need to have a Facebook page in order to create paid adverts if you're planning to do so at some point. But I would not recommend to doing adverts straight away when you're starting in Facebook, because you need to know how it works and how to do it organically in order to scale it up with the ads. In terms of Facebook group, there are different types of Facebook groups. Some are free, some are public, and some are private. Anyone can join a public group without admin approval, while the private group, you need to be approved by the admin of whoever set up the group. What they are for and what can they be used for is, for example, creating a community of like-minded people with the same interests, or some groups are particularly set up for selling items for in particular area, as well as setting up a topic and sharing like-minded content. So for example, some groups are focused on spirituality, some groups are focused on marketing, some are on business, some are very, very niche and specific orientated, such as Facebook groups, groups that will focus purely on support around Facebook. Some are about LinkedIn, etc., etc. You get the idea. There are different things you can set up in the group. I have a YouTube video showing you how to set one up, and if you need any further help, please just send me a DM, a direct message, personal message, whatever you call it. Or you can also comment below, and I will answer to every single comment, so let me know what you need. The other thing is reaction. So whenever you post something on your wall, you will have a people can react and comment on it. So whatever it's on your wall, which is the typical post or a 3D image, you can post just text on its own. You can post text with Facebook background, which is already set up for you. Another thing, you can set up your own image or any other stock images with your text, which I highly recommend not to use only text because it doesn't have the same response. We are, even though some people are visual, some people are audio, some people are kinetic, there are different types of people, but each of us responds better to either live videos or text, and it catches our attention faster than any text on its own. So I would definitely recommend to do that. So once you create content and post it on your wall, anyone that is on your friends list can see it. Plus, there are also people who are outside your friends list, and if the post is public, anyone can see it, even if they're not friends with you. And depending on your settings, but I'm not going to get into too much detail. If you want to know how to set up your Facebook profile more privately, so it's only for friends and family and no one else from public can see it, please let me know and I will guide you through it. In terms of the Facebook for business, so if you're using Facebook profile and you want to promote your business, I highly recommend it to use Facebook profile rather than the Facebook page, because usually Facebook shows your content to about 5% of your audience. So if your audience, how many friends you have on your list, whether it's 100 or 1000, it will be 5% that will see it. While Facebook page, it's also shown to about 5%, more or less. This is no exact figure, but you get the idea. Facebook page content, when you post something to your business page, it's also seen by about 5% of your audience, but only the audience that is actually liking your page. So if you only have like 50 or 100 likes, you can imagine how many people can see it, and obviously not everyone is paying attention to notifications from someone else's business page. Some people like it just for the sake of liking and supporting. Not everyone pays attention to what you're posting, but pretty much more people respond better to to your Facebook profile content. So that's hence I highly recommend to use Facebook profile to post anything related. However, please do not spam. We never want to. We probably in 20-30 years, when well, actually more than that now, when TV became popular, and we definitely hate too many adverts. The adverts used to go for 20-30 minutes. So imagine if Facebook will be full of people, businesses, adverts on the wall. It's not going to be great, and people will be leaving. So Facebook doesn't want you to create a advertising streamline on your wall, so people don't get bored and they don't leave. Whenever you create content, add value. What does it mean adding value? So either inspire, motivate, maybe teach, maybe educate, maybe educate, teach, or entertain people. So whether it's a story, motivational or inspirational, maybe it's a funny story that you want to make people laugh. Maybe you want to share your travel stories and inspire others to travel, especially those who also like the same things as you do. So the other type of content could be also very soft sales. So don't try to say like, I'm doing this business, come and reach me out to sell or buy from me. No one's gonna like it, and it's not about it. So educate people first about and create your authority by sharing your knowledge and help others for free. Because I was recently watching a Tony Robbins, and actually what he said about creating your brand persona and your brand identity, it is providing value and helping people, and that will create your brand. Because when people get inspired, when people get motivated, and when you help them out with even some tips that can create an immediate transformational effect, they will remember you, they will spread the knowledge. So if people want to know more, of course they can reach out to you and they can pay you for more of your knowledge. But definitely do not spam your wall with business advertising, because your profile can be blocked and you may not ever be able to come back. Facebook usually gives you like 2-3 chances, and once they shut your account, you only have a couple of chances to sometimes even not that. So you may actually lose your account and you may need to start from scratch, and sometimes you're not gonna get it back at all. So you will need to start on a different social media platform. There are different types of content that you can post apart from your wall. So when you click on the Facebook profile, let me see if I can share my screen. Okay, don't see it here. Okay, never mind. I will, if you're interested to know more about how to actually do it, I have a couple of YouTube videos, and please request it in the comments, and I can actually, next time I go live, I can actually share my screen and show you what is it exactly that you need to do and where. Hi John, private groups are a way to go. Yes, definitely. Find out what clients are struggling with in the group. Posts are so useful. Yes, exactly. Thank you, John. Yeah, so basically, going back to content, so never spam, and create value, create something that will inspire or entertain people or educate. And in terms of algorithm, when you post something anywhere, whether it's a Facebook story, whether it's live, whether it's post with image or no image, you will get a reaction. So underneath any sort of content that you post, you will have the reaction. So it's all the emojis. The thumbs up, do not do anything. So remember that, because basically that is kind of that, it is obviously there, and people who don't use Facebook for business, they probably will put thumbs up with when they liking something, but it is much better to use any other reaction. So when you are entertained, maybe put the wow emoji, maybe put the heart that you love it, that you love something, or maybe something make you laugh, then make the haha emoji. That will definitely be much more useful than the thumbs up button. Another thing will be to also comment. So it's not only important to just scroll through your wall and react to people content. Yes, it is okay, but if you expecting your audience to see and interact with your content, and so more people can see it, you also need to comment and engage with other people on your wall. So whenever you post something about your business, whether it's educational or motivational, inspirational tips on health, on marketing, or what have you, you need to, before you receive an engagement, before you receive people attention, you need to give attention. Simple karma. So basically, react to other people content as well, because they spend time and they pour their hearts out. They probably read your post. Some posts are too long to read. Bear that in mind. Don't write a book on the ebook. It is about microblogging, so it is short posts. Sometimes they go slightly longer, which is fine to do it time to time, but not every single day, and definitely not every single time. So definitely react and definitely comment. So if you find the post or the content entertaining, motivational, or if you have a different opinion, don't try to put negative comment. Comment and share your opinion if you wish, but respect others and respect other people's opinion. So never try to fight or tell someone off, or be nasty and mean. Where we call the people who are actually putting nasty and mean comments, we call them trolls in a Facebook business times, basically. So don't be the troll, be nice, be respectful, and comment and engage on other people's stuff. But don't expect to engage with 1 or 5 people and then expect 30 or 50 people to see your content. Basically, what Facebook does is, whenever you spend time, which is at least 15 to 20 minutes a day before you post, engage with other people on your wall, engage with other people on your timeline, and then once you give someone else your attention to other people's content, then Facebook will show your posts to more people as well on your friends list. However, if your posts or your content will start receiving more comments, which that is also links to how many comments and reactions you did on other people's wall, then you may receive more. So when Facebook sees that your content is being liked and engaged with, and people do like it, then it will start to show to more people. And if it will generate more engagement, more comments, more reactions, then it will show to even more people. So it's gonna escalate. But you need to spend the time first. Give before receiving. So that's in terms of how the algorithm basically works. Obviously, in terms of your profile, in order for your posts or your content to be seen, you really need to build your audience. So that means you need to build your friends list. So obviously you will start with people who you know. You will not be probably able to, Facebook changes pretty much every month or two. You won't be able to actually add people to your friends list, people who you don't know at all and who you have no mutual friends with. So bear that in mind. So whenever you search, maybe if you meet someone, then sometimes it is possible, but you cannot go too wild. So I'm talking add 2-3 connections a day to start with when you're new to Facebook, and then start a conversation with this person. And usually when you're starting meeting those people, then you can maybe start talking to their friends, and then you will have mutual friends, and that's how you can grow your friends list. But obviously you need to know who to add to your audience. So you need to add your the people to your list. If you want to promote your business, you need to know who you can help and how, and also that the customer persona or your audience niche and type. So what I mean by that, if you are a personal trainer, for example, and you're helping people with nutrition or with weight loss, or if you I don't know, a coach that is hypnotherapist or any other type of coach, and you are helping specific type of people, you need to know their demographics. So possible age, possible whatever they like, whatever they need. Maybe they posting on their wall that they're struggling with something. You can kind of get the feel of the person, whether they match your customer, your targeted audience persona or not. So do not add just random people, because you're gonna waste your spaces on your friends list. So be selective on who you're adding to your friends. Search for people who are matching your criteria, who will match whoever you can actually help. And sometimes it is you won't know straight away. You need to have a conversation with them. So don't just blindly add people to your friends list. Have a conversation with them. Say hello. Say who you are, but don't spam them as well. Don't start to advertise your business only because they're matching your criteria. You need to actually have a conversation, see if you can help them, see if they're struggling with anything. Maybe you can help them with something for free. Give something before you expect anything back. So this is really, really important. So when you search for people, obviously you can start with your friends and family, then they will know other people and they will know other people. You may meet some people on live events online, on Facebook Lives, etc. So your list will start growing. You need to start growing it progressively. So don't try to add 30-50 people a day, because Facebook also will block you, because they will see you are spammer and you want to promote your business. So they will block you and they can close your account down. Okay, so what you need to do is go slow, add a couple people a day, be a human. So add a couple of people, have a conversation, and once your profile and your audience will start growing, you will have maybe 200, 500 people, then you can add a few more. So maybe 10 a day, maybe 15 a day. Go slow, don't go too fast, because you will be blocked and you won't be able to do anything either for 24 hours, 72 hours, 48 hours, and sometimes even longer, sometimes for a week. I had a coach once that was teaching about Facebook, and his account has been shut for like two or three times, and I don't think he was ever able to go back. So algorithm timing. So it is important when you post as well. So obviously if you post in your time zone, depending where your audience lives as well, if you're posting in the evening, obviously it will receive less comments, and if you go to sleep, you won't be able to respond. So it is important that the timing. So maybe try to post in the middle of the day, or sometimes in the afternoon, occasionally in the evening, but try not to post more than once or twice a day. If you do decide to post twice a day, unless it's occasionally when you're traveling and you just live with the moment and you want to share something live, or you want to share some memories, then yes. But on a daily basis, if you're planning your content for your business, if you're planning to post more than once a day, then try to spread them apart. What I mean by that, don't post first thing in the morning like 8 9 a.m. or even earlier, and then don't post 2 hours later, because those posts will fight between each other for the engagement. So Facebook won't know which one is more important and which one to show, and they can't show to the audience 2 posts in a row. So if you're planning to post more than once, try to separate those posts the most possible time. So if you're posting 8 9 a.m., try to post maybe 5 6 hours later, get engagement. But highly recommended to maybe post, it's even better to post once a day, or even minimum 3 times a week, because then you have a higher chance of engagement and receiving people's attention basically on those on this content. So the next thing is story. So apart from your wall, you can also post something to your story. The story, whatever you post on your story, the story will disappear within 24 hours. So you can post lots of different stories, especially if you're doing like traveling, etc. People love to watch it, people love to follow you. So the best idea is to, when you're posting on stories, you can create as many as possible, but bear in mind that content will disappear after 24 hours. You can view it after that time. It will be in your story library. I'm not gonna get into detail where it is, but no one else will be able to go back to it. There is something that is called a feature photo or a feature story, which is just directly underneath your bio. So if you go to your profile and then you go on the left hand side, there will be like about section. Well, whether you're viewing it from the laptop or from your mobile, on your mobile it will be direct under the bio, and on your laptop it will be on the left hand side. So when you go underneath the about section, there is a section called feature photo, feature story. You can add something that people can always see. Don't spam it, don't put too much, because then it will be distracting and people won't know what to focus on. Right, timing, stories, audience building. Right, do's and don'ts. So as I already mentioned, do not spam, do not try to create advertising from your profile. No one will like it, and people will hate you for it, and they will either block you or stop following you. So it's not really worth it. The only way to attract people is to help them out. So be honest, be empathetic, try to find out what they're currently struggling with, ask them about their life, ask them about their interest, see how they're doing in their business or in whatever if they have any goals, if you can help them with their goals. If their goal matches what you can help them with, then help them out for free. There is nothing better trust me, you will feel more accomplished when you help out someone for free than when you don't help anyone at all. Because if you help someone for free and they want more, obviously then they can come back to you and say they will appreciate your help, and then you may be offering them some sort of package that you can help them more, but not for free this time. So don't be afraid of giving value for free. Bear in mind, even if you post a sequence of content and you're explaining and helping someone out, probably they won't see all the sequence. So the only way to do it is basically when they go back to your profile. So don't be afraid of repeating content or creating more value, because there are different people watching you, and there are different days as well. So not everyone will see your content straight away, and bear in mind it's only 5%. So don't but if you create a content for 1 month, do not repeat the same content in a month time, because none of the social media like repetitive content. They want fresh content, they don't like copy, and do not copy others as well. What I mean by that is basically do not copy and paste, do not try to be somebody else. People will align with who you are and the way you are, not with someone else. So if you copy someone, and then when someone connects with you and they don't see they won't recognize that you have that knowledge and skills, then obviously that's not going to help you out when you copy someone else's content, and then you won't have anything to say and you won't be able to explain it in your own words. Well, that's not going to create a good image and not a good brand. So in order to create a good brand, you really need to focus on creating your own thing and explaining in your own words. Bear in mind, you can have, I'm sure you remember from your teenage and childhood when we had different teachers, or even teacher that teach the same subject, and one you like, one you don't, and this is different way of teaching, a different way of helping out, and you are unique already, so you don't need to be afraid of repeating something, because even if you are also a fitness coach or a health coach or a, well, not only coaches, but even if you are a hypnotherapist, if you are a happiness coach or something similar, or if you are another, I don't know, let's speak some traditional type of business, if you're a graphic designer, if you are an artist, every graphic designer, every coach will have their own style, and they won't be everyone else's cup of tea. So even if a coach has already a good following, good audience, and is making good money, there is no problem with you having also a good result and a great success, because if you will stay yourself, because people will connect with you and those who are aligned with you, not with the other person. So you need to just be yourself and create your own style, basically. So if you have any questions, let me just have a look. Find out clients struggling with the group. Polls are so, yes. Having daily challenge, John. Having daily challenges for the group works great. I have mind schedule motivation Monday that you want to get done this week. Yes. Great point about posting time. Yes. Thanks, John. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for great tips as well. I'm not the challenges. I guess it again. There are people who are fond of it. There are some people who don't. I like challenges once in a while to even participate, or to probably I will start creating them soon as well. But I wouldn't do it every week, because unless you have a different audience, obviously consistency is the key, guys. That's another thing. So if you are posting, if you are want to have a business, people need to see you every day. People need to see you a couple times a week, not once in a while. I haven't been very active recently, because I've been recently having an international move from UK to Spain, so sorting out an internet was a little bit challenging, and also like the moving, the sorting out the flat and furniture and settling down. But I'm finally getting there, so hence I'm hoping that I'm gonna be going live much more often. So if you will, I created a poll. I don't know if you can see it, Paul. Sorry, Paul, John. If you can see the poll, I am interested to know what is that you are struggling with in your business, whether you're struggling with something on Facebook, whether you're struggling with, what type of help do you prefer? Do you prefer one-to-one customized coaching? Would you prefer an e-guide to start with? Free or not free, depends. Or I also offer free 45-minute strategy call, which we can just tackle any of your problems, and I can answer some of your questions. This is can lead to if you will be wanting and something will be resonating with you, I can offer you a customized plan or customized solution, but you don't need to buy anything in the end. So just bear that in mind. So strategy or a clarity call, you need to know what you need to do next. So don't be afraid to reach out, because you don't need to buy anything. My page is actually, let me just write it down in the comments box, Be Limitless. I can't spell right now. Online.com. So if you want to visit my page, it didn't actually post it as a link. If you would like any sort of help and support with your business, or you're thinking about it, there we go, it actually posted. So you can find you can book your free strategy call in my page, which is called belimitlessonline.com. You will also can download a free ebook in there. If you fancy more tips on Facebook, and we can have a look, what I offer is also a online audit. So if you already have a business, if you have a website, or if you have a social media presence, and it's not bringing you the results that you expect, then I can have a look how you should improve it, whether there is a brand consistency. I can look at your content, whether it's how often it is and how to improve it, and we can actually have a look on, and I can create you a report. It will take me a couple of hours, so bear that in mind. So it probably will be delivered within 72 to maybe a week time, depending on the inquiries. I will have it that week, but I can create an online audit report, and I can give you a recommendation. So you can go ahead with that audit and start implementing the changes yourself, or we can actually do it that I can actually offer you a one-to-one support where I will do it with you and I will teach you how to do it properly. And also if you would like an online course, I have something for you. But nothing is necessary to buy. If you're happy with what you have, that's fine. And I hope this was helpful. So if there is no other comments, then please, by all means, just shoot me a message and I will try to help out. I don't think there is anyone else commenting, so thanks, John, for tuning in and for the support and other tips. Okay. All right. Well, I can't see any other questions. Well, DM me if you have any questions or if you need any help. I will try to do another live on about Instagram, and next time I can also share my screen so I can actually show you how to do things. And if you will be interested in any other help, let me know what resonates with you. Bye for now.